Ripping with the homie DJ Smooth and the man who did it first, Mike Mumbles. Heads about to tune in, you already know. To the Charm City Direct Radio Show. Strap your seatbelts, zone out, vibe, get the picture. Provided by the one you know we love, E-Digger. Y'all feeling the reacher with dimples the diva. Relax, kick your feet up, follow all their procedures. Missions to inspire you, inform, take you in every Sunday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Where the unheard get heard, we only play to win. Don't play something whack, cause the artist paper spins. Pure hip-hop, motivated by the culture, that's it. Never backwards, it's classics. Fading through your speakers, forever on wax. From Charm City Direct, what's better than that? Charm City, Charm City, Charm City, Charm City, Charm City, Charm City, Charm City Direct. Respect. Charm City, Charm City, Charm City, Charm City, Charm City, Charm City, Charm City Direct. Respect.
That's right, that's right. You know what you did. You know what station you're on. And in case you did not know, you're listening to the Charm City Direct Radio Show on the station where music must be played live. That's right. We're on point today. It's a lot going on. It is a lot going on in the month of October. Yesterday was like one of those days where everything was like a snowball battle. Everybody was just hitting you. That's how October is for the Charm City Direct Radio Show with your man, the man that you all know and love, E-Digger. And my right-hand man, I cannot forget him, the man who did it first.
Me! You call me off guard when I'm on point.
The man who did it first. And what's your name this week going to be, Mike?
The same name as every other day.
Give it to him!
Michael Fubu! Yes, Go Fubu! Yeah! 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 Go Fubu! I'm going to give you a little bit of that. I want to get off.
Just giving y'all a taste. Just giving y'all a taste.
I'm give y'all a little taste.
Michael Fubu.
I got some new stuff coming on, but I'll have that.
You gonna save it?
I'm gonna save it till next week.
All right. Check this out. The music that you're hearing in the background, the soulful guitar. I told you, listen live, because live in the studio I got my man Nick Thompson. I'm just gonna let him do his thing right quick.
All right, cool,
do
cool.
your thing, brother. Y'all like that, don't you?
I woke up this morning and I wrote myself a dream. I woke up this morning and I wrote myself a dream. I don't see nothing wrong if you wanna smoke a little dope.
Did he say dope?
Yes, he did.
My mother's listening too.
Hey man, we are blessed to have you in the studio with us. Nick Thompson live in the studio, guitarist, producer, singer, rapper, songwriter. The list goes on, man.
Cool guy.
Cool guy.
You know what I'm saying?
The list, and it's funny because you would never guess that I will have a guitarist on the show. You never know. You get it right here at the Charm City Direct Radio Show. What's good with you, man?
You got a guitarist behind the camera right there.
Oh yeah, Jerry be getting it in. I'll be seeing the videos that Jerry be doing. Jerry, you be getting it in, brother.
Yes, he do. He like me almost.
The man who did
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
The man who did it first.
I do everything.
We like I said, thank you for coming on.
Okay.
Thank you. I looked at some of your videos. look, heard your music, man. Phenomenal.
I appreciate that.
Phenomenal. And that's your new name, by the way. The Phenom.
All right.
Because of your many talents. You just don't have one. And I like that. I like that about people who take on a lot of talents. So let's start by talking about how you got started in music.
I don't know, man. It's always been there. It's always been just my love. Like, I remember, like when we lived in Baltimore County at one point. And
Okay.
I don't know. I went through my little moody teenage years, and I would stay up all hours of the night. And my mom had this record player down in the living room, and I've always been listening to music, but like that's when I started really getting into it. I found her records, and I would sit there with this old pair of headphones, like big clunky ones that were made in the '70s or something.
Wow. Okay.
And like I would just sit up until like 3, 4 in the morning and listen to music. And,
Wow.
before I went to school, I always had like a playlist that I had to play through. Otherwise, it was like of the music that I was into. If I didn't listen to it, then it was just going to be a crappy day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So this was something like your motivational music to get you through the day.
Yeah, and like I walk around, I have a playlist playing in my head at all times. Like I walk down the street sometimes. You ever seen Shaft?
Off and on. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Shaft.
Okay.
There's a song on there called Bumpy's Lament.
Okay.
And so many people have sampled it. Dr. Dre sampled it in that song Explosive, something. You know the song I'm talking about?
Okay.
No. And Bag Lady.
Okay.
Yeah, that's off
Erica Badu?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Dre's up joint too. What's going on?
Hey.
There's a guitar line in there. Like that plays in my head as I'm walking around all the time. We got another person in the studio.
Yeah, we have another person in the studio.
What's your name? All right.
Adrian.
Yes.
That we'll get together after the show.
Have a seat.
Yeah, what's it now?
So we welcome to the Charm City Direct Radio Show. Everybody, this is Adrian.
What's up, AJ?
Hey.
I met Adrian on Craigslist,
Right.
Oh, man.
and not to get off topic, but Adrian and I was conversing back and forth
Right.
with the possibilities of expanding.
Right.
So that's why Adrian is here. So make yourself at home, take off your coat,
I'm alright.
do your thing. And this is Nick Thompson. Nick Thompson. This is Adrian. What's your last name?
Washington.
Washington. Great.
Expanding in the sense of like the show itself.
Yes.
So you'd be like the co-host?
No, bringing people to the radio.
Oh.
You know,
We gonna talk about that a little later.
we're gonna figure it out.
Cool.
Great. You go by many names. I noticed that. Zeke.
Zeke. You can call me Zeke if you want.
Zeke on the beat.
Yeah.
And let's talk about that. Zeke on the beat. Zeke.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you this story to tell you another story.
Okay.
So when I was younger, I guess my dad, but it was my grandparents' dog really, had a dog named Zeke. And
Okay.
that's now I'm moving on to the other story. When I was in middle school, there was these two kids that I like just thought they were so cool, and I was like, I want to be like them. One of them's name was Jamal Gwaltney. So if anybody knows Jamal Gwaltney, went to Parkville Middle School, tell him that I'm talking about him.
Shout out to Jamal.
But him and this other kid used to write Zeke on things,
Okay.
and I'm like, it was like a word they used for cool, and I was like, this is so cool. I'm gonna start using it too, because it was relevant to me because the dog's name. So basically, I gave myself that nickname, and then after a while, it just started to stick.
Okay. Sort of like E. Digger.
Yeah. But there's certain places that I go that people only know me by Zeke.
Okay.
Like I used to party with this Spanish neighborhood in Laurel,
Okay.
And like, hey Zeke, what's up, man? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't know my real name. If they say Nick, they're like, who the hell is Nick?
Okay.
So, it was that.
Wow. So, let's talk about your music.
All right.
The Rep Your Grind, and everybody out there, Rep Your Grind, Chanel Chapman, wonderful friend of mine. We kind of collaborate in some sense. She feed off of me, I feed off her. I give her information, she gives me information. And that's how we met, through her.
Well, actually, I met, because Michelle was the one that did the interview with me, Michelle
Okay.
Duckett.
Okay.
She's the other half of Rep Your Grind.
Shout out.
Shout out to Michelle Duckett. And we did an interview, and then she posted me on the Rep Your Grind. And yesterday, she, you know, I get a text message from her saying like, well, you remember that radio show I was telling you about?
Okay.
I was like, yeah. Well, would you like to be on it? Yeah, of course. So, you know what I mean? And it came together really quick.
Yeah, yeah. Your music is raw, edgy sound with a deep soul roots. That's what I got out of the interview. Elaborate on that.
I mean, that was Michelle's words. I don't know. I don't really know what my sound would be. I just go in the studio and if something sounds, I make stuff up.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like most of the time when I'm singing a song like out in public, I'm making the words up.
Okay.
Just because I don't really know any songs except for the ones I make up. But as far as making music, I guess if you want to consider it raw and soul, I get that, because you know I just love soul music. I big into Otis Redding right now.
Wow.
Yeah. I like jazz. I like classic rock. I like it all, man.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
So I guess that's where you could get that from, you know. And I put my heart into the music.
And it tells. It
Yeah.
tells. If you was just listening to the guitar riff, you hear it. You hear the heart and soul into it instead of just plucking the strings.
Oh, thanks, man.
You definitely hear it. Even when before the show, he was playing a little riff. I guess it's riff the correct word.
Straight stuff up.
Okay. And you could tell a true artist, a true musician by the way how they play, perform, that it's in the heart. And as I was listening, I was like, man, I could never do that.
Thank you. First off, it makes it hard for me to play with other people, because there's a drummer that I play with. Her name is Erica Waters, and if she's listening, shout out to her.
Shout out to Erica Waters.
And Devon Daniil is also a singer I play with.
Devon
Daniil. If you're interested in having a singer come on here, she's a very talented singer.
No doubt. That's what we do.
Right. But you know, sometimes I just to a fault, I'm creative. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
I'll go over the top and just kind of, you know what I mean? Like, all right, there's too much improvisation going on and making stuff up.
Great.
But, you know.
That's awesome. I'm gonna ask you this one question, then we're gonna go to a break right quick. The location where you grew up, you said Baltimore County.
I'm from all over Maryland. So
Okay.
I was born in PG County.
Okay.
In Prince George's County General Hospital. I want to say that's Cheverly. And I lived in Bowie, Maryland until I was about 7. And then I lived in Baltimore County until I was 16. Now I live in Anne Arundel County. And plus my dad lives in Delaware, and he's lived in all over the places. So.
And did the location or your many locations have an impact in your style of music?
I don't know. I honestly, in the sense that I like Baltimore club music, and I love go-go too.
Uh-oh, Mike.
You like go-go?
No,
club music.
I make club music.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Was that the Fubu song? That was you?
No, that was just something that was just for comic relief. I actually make a lot of Baltimore City club music.
That's the official Charm City Direct break song.
Yeah.
We just going to name it like that.
Well,
That's for comic relief only.
I grew up on 92Q, listening to 92Q, and I don't know if you remember a while back they did I want to intern for the Q competition or whatever.
I was aware. around there.
You were around that? I
wasn't actually working. I'm at that time. You know, a lot of us at clubs. So a lot of times I was. This is when basically I was not with them, but
I hear you were affiliated.
Yeah.
I was involved in that oh my bad. Say no more. But I was involved with that competition, and like if you could go on there, you can find videos of me when I was all clean cut, and I used to get a haircut every 2 weeks.
Was that like one or two of them? Because I know one of our personalities was on there.
What's his name?
His name is DJ Tigger. He was on.
Oh yeah, I know DJ Tigger.
DJ Tigger. He was actually on that show.
Yeah, he was cool. And he was what back then I knew about him was that he was a cool guy because you walk around places with him and everybody's like dapping him up and saying, "Oh, what's up?" Like he's like one of those people that everybody knows.
He was one of the club producers that made club music, as well as a DJ.
It's funny because I told him everything he knows.
Yeah,
is that what it is? That's what it is.
Hey, we're going to go to a quick break, but don't go nowhere. Don't change the station. Don't change the dial. We'll be right back. Coming up, more with Nick Thompson and all of this that's going on in the month of October and November, I think December, if my memory can serve me correctly, but stay tuned. We're going to get into all of that with Nick Thompson coming back from the Charm City Direct Radio Show. On the station where music must be played loud.